Hello everyone, today we'll be unboxing Destroyer USS Fletcher in 1/306 scale from Revell. So, this is obviously an older kit, you can just tell from the box design and the pictures right here. So it says copyright 2011, if I can focus in right on there, it says copyright 2011. And then here's some history for the ship on the outside, and then the paints that you'll need. Let's open her up and see what we have in here. Okay, so ooh, old kit, old sprue. So right here we have the main deck. The main deck is actually molded with the railings already attached, which will make painting very interesting. The destroyer has the, let me focus in right there. You have the depth charges in the back and the mounting place for the anti-aircraft guns and the main 5-inch guns. Then you have the depth charge throwers right here, place for the boats and the ammunition boxes, supports the winches, and the first floor for the lower superstructures all molded together. And you also have the forward chains and the capstan right there. On this sprue, flip it over, we have the 40mm Bofors in twin mounts and the 20mm Oerlikons also in twin mounts. The main mast, radar, boat davits here, anchors, flag, some of the air vents, searchlights, and the forward superstructure. Next sprue we have here, we have the 5-inch guns. We got 5 of them. The 5-inch 38 single mounts. Right here we have the funnels. So this is actually 2 pieces and you just put them together. Here we have the forward superstructure that looks like the bridge. And then 2 little boats, some of the little coupling lugs for the anti-aircraft mounts, and then the forward part along with the, looks like that's the stand. Okay, next part we have more depth charges, the propeller guards in the back, the funnel, the second rear funnel in 2 pieces again. This looks like the actual forward superstructure with the 5-inch 38 superstructure mount right there, and then the superstructure go up there. Here's the middle superstructure again with the twin Bofors, and you have the rear stand right here. It looks like a chair. Wait, no, that's a pedestal mount for something, and then those look like the mounts for additional gun. Okay, so looking at the decals, we have the code flags, and then the flags. You have a German flag in there for some reason. You know, German Fletcher, I guess. Here's the decals for whichever Fletcher you want to do, and you also have the nameplate back there. Here would have been the decal protection sheet. The fine scale modeler, this is old. Yeah, this is very old. Yeah, I don't think this is valid anymore. Okay, so, and also we take a look at the hull. Right here, this is the hull, and then it does give you a mark line for where you put the water line down. No propeller shafts, and you have the place for the rudder right back there. Okay, so let's take a look at the instructions and see what the instructions are asking us to do. So here's the history for the kit, or the ship and the kit. Here's the paints you'll need. Over on this side, we have what we're doing. So you put in the guns and the superstructure onto the deck. You paint the top turret and you slap that onto the main body. Then you build the forward superstructure with all the small details upon there, and the radar and the directors. Then that was the rocket directors, I think. Was that rocket launchers? Oh, that's weird. You have the masts, boats, and the boat davits right there. Then back here you have the searchlight platform. That goes onto the forward funnel. Additional 20mm, or the gun director platform goes behind there. Then you add the rear funnel on, and then 20mm guns get put on there. The next thing you do, you add a torpedo crane. The rear superstructure and the directors are put on there. Additional 40mm guns, and then 20 mils, and then you put the rudder on, and then that's the depth charges, and then you put it on the stand, and then you rig it. So that's pretty much it. It's not that, like, this kit is old. I have to give that, because if you can literally read it right here, and it will say copyright 1962 Revell. So yeah, this is a very old kit, and they actually get this hull pretty nicely done, but in like the grand scheme of things, like looking at 60 years down the line, some of the designs and the way they molded it is a bit inefficient, especially with the guardrails. But with the limitations of what they had at the time, I guess they did do a good job. And this is again the Revell box scale, so it's this 1 to 306 scale. They couldn't even round it down to 305, but this is a pretty interesting kit anyways. So yeah, this is the unboxing. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and share this video.